So today I'm going to be doing something different than I usually would do, and I'm just going to talk about what you see in the title. So if you didn't read the title and you just clicked on the video, I'm going to be talking about the George Floyd case. Well, excuse me, the George Floyd case. Now I'm not really going to be like talking that deep into it, so to speak, like, you know, like, oh, I know all the details. That's not what this is. I'm basically going to be ranting. I'm going to tell you how I feel and how I'm over it, all this stuff going on, because this is just too much going on in the world and it's unnecessary, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. It's too much. So give this video a thumbs up, like, and comment down below more videos you want to see from me, and also if you want me to rant about something else, because I like to rant. So I will rant if you want me to rant. Don't mind that. Anyway, so let's get into it. Basically, if you guys don't know, on Monday, I'm reading it here from like this little thing, just to get some details. So George Floyd is a 46-year-old African-American man. Again, African-American man. And on Monday, the man was arrested. George Floyd, the young man, older gentleman, young man. He was arrested on Monday. Now, one thing is like, okay, you arrested him. That's fine, right? But the thing that makes this such a big deal, if you don't know, is that he died in the hands of the police officer. Actually, to be specific, it wasn't in the hands of the police officer. It was in the knee of the police officer. Just want to point that out. Not the hands, not the physical hands, but the knee of the police officer. Just gonna say it like that. But he was in possession, I guess, of the police officer. The police officers had him arrested and they had him on the floor, and one police officer decided that I'm not just gonna, you know, detain this man and hold him down and put cuffs on him and then be like, okay, that's fine, get in the truck or whatever. That's not it. No, he decides that he is going to physically put his knee in the back of the guy's neck as the guy is on the floor. Okay, so not only have you arrested this man for whatever reason, like, that's fine, you arrested him, great. The fact that you literally are holding him on the floor with his face shoved in the floor and your knee is on the back of his neck is the problem, right? Okay, now the next problem is that George is literally begging the police officers, begging them. I guess there was 4 of them. He's begging them and telling them that he cannot breathe. If you say you cannot breathe, you literally cannot breathe. Obviously, it's one thing. Like, some people might say, oh, he could have just been saying that so they'd get off of him. Whatever. That's your opinion. But if you're literally holding this person on the back of their neck on the floor and on top of their body, and they're telling you they can't breathe, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 they really cannot breathe. So I don't think like, oh, he could have been lying, or oh, I was feeling scared for myself. No, you can't say that. Like, that can't be a thing, because he's literally telling you he can't breathe. There's other people. Now, people keep just saying, like, he's telling you. There's other people around who are watching and saying, he's literally saying he cannot breathe. They're screaming, the boy can't breathe, the man can't breathe. I don't understand, like, where the disconnect came from, you know, from all the police officers who are standing there, and the fact that this man is sitting here telling you guys, literally begging you and saying that he cannot breathe. And it's obviously showing that he can't breathe. You could tell he was stressed. But no, this blank word, because I don't want to cuss on here. So this man, this disgusting human being, decides that, oh no, I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna let this man struggle, and I'm gonna basically strangle this man to death, basically. I'm just gonna do whatever I have to do. And if I kill him, I don't care, because technically it was my knee and it wasn't me. I bet that's what's in his mind. Like, what? That's like so stupid. Like, how can you literally do that? Like, this man is literally telling you, I cannot breathe. Like, the fact that I can't breathe right now, sitting up here talking about it, and I'm like talking so fast that I'm out of breath. Imagine being laid on the floor with a knee in the back of your neck and you can't breathe. When you're fighting with your, like, wrestling with your siblings and they pinned you down, and that feeling of not having breath, so they get up, that's what he was feeling, but 10 times worse, because the man wouldn't like get off of him. That's the problem. Like, that's disgusting. Like, you literally are sitting here on this man as he's saying, I cannot breathe. This video is like 8 minutes long, or maybe 10, 5 to 10 minutes long. And the whole time he's saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, for like 5 minutes straight. I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not fighting you. I'm not doing none of that. I'm literally sitting here telling you I can't breathe. I'm doing what you asked me to do. I'm on the floor. You have me pinned down. What else am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's 3 of you pinning me down, basically. What am I gonna do? Got a knee in the back of my neck. What am I gonna do? There's nothing he could have done that would have been that dramatic for you to have a knee in the back of somebody's head. That's disgusting. So that's just that. But now it's like, okay, what also makes this worse in my mind is, as I'm watching the video, I'm watching this other gentleman who I can guarantee you ain't white, since we're talking about the other officers who was white. This man is not white. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's been picked on a time or two in his life because of his race. I'm pretty sure he understands the feeling, but no, because he don't want no problems. And I guarantee that's what it is, because he didn't want to speak up and be the one and speak up and say, you know what, maybe you should get off of him because that's not right. No, he ain't say none of that. He ain't do none of that. He just sat there and was telling people to move and get on the sidewalk, move, why are you talking to me, da da da. Sir, how about you tell your coworker, or whatever you want to call me, your buddy pal, your side police officer dude, to get off of him? Like, why was none of your colleagues, why were none of them like, oh, maybe you should get off of him? No, like, speak up too. Like, it's one thing, it's like a bystander, like, speaking up and say, hey, that's wrong, because many people were saying wrong, it's wrong, whether they were black, white, Puerto Rican, and Asian. They was all saying it was wrong. Get off of him. Get off. They were all saying he can't breathe, get off of him. But it's one thing when you're sitting there and you have the ability to help this man live another day because you could have told your person to get off. That's a problem. And now that's why you're a part of the problem, because you didn't do anything to help. You were a bystander watching a crime happen and you didn't do anything. Now that makes you a part of the crime. And now look, because you didn't speak up and say nothing when you had the choice and you had the chance and you know you wanted to, you didn't. I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe because you're feeling like, oh, my coworkers are gonna come for me, I'm gonna lose my job. It's better to lose your job and save another life, which is your job, is to save lives. Basically, your job is to save lives. So you could have saved a life by speaking up and telling your coworker to get off this man. Like, hey, maybe that's enough. But no, that didn't work for you. And it's like, okay, you don't want your coworkers to look bad in front of people. Well, he's already looking like trash because he's doing something very trashy and disgusting and inhumane. Period, point and blank. That's what you do to an alligator when you're trying not to get attacked. I don't know, but you don't do that to a human. You don't. That's disgusting. And yeah, because the man was black, I'm assuming he felt threatened for whatever reason. Black people are not threatening. I'm sorry, they're not. I keep saying they're, we, because I'm black too. We're not threatening. My brothers are not threatening. Now, we can be, is the problem. Yes, we can be. When you do something wrong to us, oh yeah, I'm finna come for you and I'm finna tell you off and I'll fight you if I need to. But we're not threatening. I can't drive down the street, or my brothers can't drive down the street, or my future kids can't just drive down the street and mind their own business in their car, following all the laws. Or maybe, maybe I drove past this stop sign and didn't stop. Oh, maybe my taillight is broken and I didn't know because I'm not sitting in the back of my car. I'm not outside of my car while I'm driving. Oh, maybe I have a ticket or two. You don't have to literally stop me and kill me over something so simple. Now, if I committed a crime and I was holding a gun to your head and I don't know, like, I don't literally was harming you, like literally, I'm literally gonna kill you before you kill me type of stuff, then I understand. I get it to a certain extent. But the fact that there's been so many people who've just been dying while being black, they're just being black, minding their own business on a day-to-day because that's what humans do, and they can't because, you don't know if you're gonna get pulled over by a racist cop or a racist, not even just cops, racist individuals in general. The young man was running down the street, and yes, maybe, I don't know, if he went into the house that was being built and decided to look around, I don't know, maybe he was a person who you thought looked like the neighborhood crime person, I don't know, maybe he did. It's not your job to shoot and kill somebody. That's not being that's not, what is that called, like a citizen's arrest. That's not what that is. Holding him and stopping him from committing more crime, yes, that is a citizen's arrest. I get it. Letting him, like, whatever, but shooting him dead is not, that's not a citizen's arrest. That's like you literally committing a crime like you're literally killing somebody because they fit the image. They looked like, don't get me started. So now we're on this, they look like, right? Because the young man died because the knee was in the back of his neck. And the cops decide, I'm not gonna listen to you because you're a black man on the floor and I got the power and I'm gonna do what I want. And I'm gonna, hey, if it means you're gonna lose your life, I don't give a damn. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what was going on in his mind. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. That's exactly what he said. Oh, I know. And he probably said a whole bunch of more worse stuff, but I ain't gotta go there. That's what he said. Now it's like the people who are, I'm gonna take the crime in my own hands and do the jobs of actual police officers who are on duty. There's a problem. You're not a police officer, or you're not on duty to be a police officer, and it's not your job to shoot and kill random black people who are running down the street minding their own business, doing nothing to you. They didn't do anything to you, did they? Did that specific person do something to you? I'm pretty sure he didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't. And again, that's what 911's for. Call them. I mean, again, you can't trust them either because obviously they're going to put knees in the back of your neck and kill you too, or shoot you dead because they feel threatened because you might have a gun. But that's an unarmed person, unarmed. I can understand maybe if they have a gun, maybe if they have a knife. I don't know. Knives are not going to really hurt you that bad unless they're really that close. And at that point, you should have them in cuffs already, So the fact that you're killing and shooting unarmed people. Now I get it. It's like sometimes, I guess, you like shoot them to stop them from running away. Maybe. I get it. I can understand that. But shooting them like in the leg one time, in the arm one time, the butt cheek, I don't care, one time. The fact that you're shooting them in their chest, their heart, their face, their head, their whatever, multiple times is a problem. That's where the problem is. Because if I'm running away from you and you shoot me in my leg, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to stop running. 9 times out of 10. Don't come for me though. But 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to stop running. The fact that it's like they just forget that Like, you guys are trained to run. So if somebody's running, just run after them and grab them. You shouldn't have to do that, and I get it. But I've seen plenty of videos, of non-African American people, meaning the people of the police officers who are doing, or the people who are doing the crime of killing African Americans. I've seen plenty of videos of those people. If you don't know what I'm talking about white people, Caucasian people, people who are of the paler skin tone with the white background. Just white people. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? White people who will come at you with a weapon, a machete, mace, a taser. They'll come at you just fighting you in general. They'll have literally fighting you, literally fighting the hot mess out of you, like slapping you, beating you, punching you, knocking you out, all that stuff, and you don't do nothing. But you get them in cuffs though. You do. At some point you do. After they done whooped your ass, you'll get them in a cuff. You do. But did they lose their life? Yet they still live. But black people do what you say. They are not doing any crime for you to begin with. They do what you say. You get them down. You're holding them down. And they tell you they can't breathe. They're not resisting arrest. They're chilling. They're laying there doing what you ask them to do. And you have them literally locked down. And he's telling you he can't breathe. They're telling you they can't breathe. And you shoot them dead. You literally hold onto their neck. You literally choke them to the point where they lose their breath. It's so sickening. Like, it's beyond me, disgusting, and the way this world is going is stupid. And yes, it's been bad. Everybody's like, oh, I wish it was better like it used to be. It wasn't as bad before this disgusting man decided that he wanted to take over the White House. But now, after he's been in the White House, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. This Make America Great Again, America was never great. Once the people came and they colonized and they took over, that's when it stopped being great. That's when it stopped being great. Because back in the day when there was slaves and you was whooping black people and black people couldn't drink from the same water fountain, they couldn't use the same bathroom, they couldn't go to the same school, they couldn't walk down the street without you spitting on them, and they can't mind their own business. Then it got better. It did. It changed a little bit where, you know, black people could do what they want. They could walk down the street and not be harassed. They could drive in a car without being pulled over and getting just acted a fool towards. There was a point. There was. And it's here and there, but it's the same. There's no big difference. It wasn't like we were immune, black people were immune to not getting harassed by the police, by other white people. It still happened. People still use racist words all the time. There's famous people, there's famous YouTubers, there's famous actors, there's famous whoever's who still use derogatory words towards black people or towards any race, actually. There's people who are literally losing their life to disgustingness. You know? And I just don't understand. Like, this girl, and I'm gonna just throw this in here really quick because this blew my mind. This girl from TikTok, you guys know about it, it happened a couple months ago, made a video with her boyfriend throwing water. Oh, God made black people like this or whatever. And it was like just a whole bunch of rude stuff. Like, who are you to say they were like this anyway? But it was just a whole bunch of stereotypical things, very racist things, saying N-words and saying this and this, throwing the water in there. This is how God made black people. Then they call her out on it and it blows up. And now she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean it. I love the blacks. I love them. They're amazing. I love them. He made me do it. My boyfriend, he sucks because he made me do this thing because I'm a big kid. and I can't make decisions for myself, and my boyfriend, he just made me do it, and I love black people, and I hope God forgives me. And then you lose your scholarship. Your school said, fuck you. You're an asshole. And you're a disgusting little child. You're disgusting. That's exactly what they said. When they denied you and said, no, you can't come here, you're finna lose your scholarship, that's what they called you, an asshole. They said you're a disgusting human being. And who raised you? Obviously, disgusting other human beings. And then you go back to social media and you say, forget black people. You said, forget them. I hate them. They suck. They're exactly what I said in that video. No, I'm not sorry for it. They made me lose my scholarship. They made me not get accepted into the school that I was going to, my dream school. They ruined my future. The blacks that she so-called loved after she got trashed. So now you're mad at the black people, not the black people, you're mad at black people, African American people, because you decided to do something stupid. You decided to listen to your boyfriend because he's the one who made you. You decided to listen to your boyfriend. You decided to make this stupid video and post it all over social media. And when I mean all over, I mean TikTok, which goes all over. So you did that. Everybody who made it more relevant is because they were pissed off. Or some people enjoyed it and they thought it was funny. All the racist white people, they thought it was funny. But it got reposted. You lost your scholarship. You lost your school of your dreams. You lost your future. You did that yourself. Not because of black people. No, you did that. You did that. You decided you wanted to be disgusting and a bad human being and ungodly because supposedly you're the holiest person on America, and you decided to mess up your future, but you blamed it on black people because black people made you do that video. No, nobody put a gun to your head and said, you're gonna make this racist video right now and we're gonna throw it all over the world and we're gonna send it to your dream school and mess it up. No, boo. You did that. You posted it with your man and it went viral because you were being a disgusting human being. Nobody told you to do that but yourself, and you wanted to do it. That's why you did it, and that's why you messed up your future. I hate it. She's like, oh, you guys messed up my future. I ain't messed up nothing, boo. My black amazing self ain't messed up nothing. I may have messed up my future. I may have done things in my life, but I ain't messed up your future. I didn't mess up my future, but I didn't mess up yours either. And when I thought about that, I was like, nobody messed it up but you. But then I thought, you're white, boo. You're white. Your future is not messed up. Your future literally is not messed up. Your future is far from messed up. Right now, you can't go to your dream school. Right now, your scholarship is gone. But I'm guarantee you there's a lot of other racist people in the educational system who feel the same way you do, who are going to let you back into school. I'm pretty sure President Trump is probably like, yes, girl, that video was popping. I'm finna put you back in school. I bet so. Because that's how racism works. Boo. So no, your future's not messed up. Whose future is messed up is the people who are dying in the hands of the police. And when I wrote this on Facebook, this is exactly what I said. Everybody who doesn't get to live anymore, their future is messed up because of y'all racist people. I'm not gonna say all white people are racist. I'm not gonna say, shoot, Mexican people can be racist to black people too. You never know. But right now, it's mostly white people killing black people. That's what it looks like. So, yes, that's whose future is messed up. George Floyd, his future is gone, and he was just in the peak of his life. He wasn't even halfway there to 100. He was right under it, and now his life is gone. Aubrey, who was running, his future is gone, and that was a young man. His future is gone. Let's go back to Trayvon Martin. His future is gone. That young man was so young. Me and him are the same age. His future is gone. If he wanted to go to school, he can't now. Well, in heaven he can. He can't go to any school that he wanted to go to right now because he's gone. Because he was walking home from the gas station with Skittles in Arizona. So threatening. It was a snack. And now he's gone. Um, all those other people. Sandra Brown, her future's gone. Her future's gone. Driving in a car, all of a sudden she gets snatched out of a car and dies in the hand of the police. Future's gone. The guy who I'm like, these names, because there's so many of them, it's like so hard to remember. There was a couple big guys, but the guy who was selling cigarettes, who died pretty much the same way this guy died, yeah, his future's gone. His future's gone because he was being choked by the police officer, saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And now I can't breathe is like resisting. Don't understand it. But so, yes. So now I have to tell my children. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to have to tell my children when I have them and they get older that no, you can't walk down the street and mind your own business, because 9 times out of 10 you might have a cop come over and get you. For what reason? None. And now I have to teach them how to act in front of a cop. But if I was white, I wouldn't have to do that, would I? No. When they're driving, I have to teach them, keep your hands on the dash and do what they say. Don't reach for nothing. I don't care if it was your cell phone. I don't care if it was a pen. I don't even care if that man asked you for a quarter. Don't reach for it, because he's going to think it's a gun. He's going to think it's a gun. And you're reaching for a quarter. You can't, even if you say don't reach without them telling you to, they're going to tell you to reach and they're still going to get you. They're still going to get you because they're like, he was resisting and he wasn't listening, and I felt like he was going to put me in danger, but you told me to reach for my ID because you pulled me over. Yeah, now I have to tell my kid, oh, you can't walk home from a gas station with a snack in your hand without somebody coming for you. You can't drive down the street and mind your business with your family in your car, your baby and your wife or your girlfriend in your car without you losing your life. You can't run down the streets in a neighborhood without being shot because you fit the type. You fit the type. That's sad. The fact that African Americans have this cloud over them of fitting the type. First of all, not all black people look alike. Trust and believe, they don't. We come in millions of shades. There's 50 shades of black. It's not even black, it's brown. 50 shades of brown is what we come in. Just like 50 shades of gray, 50 shades of brown. We come in it, okay? 50 shades. I need a makeup company to come in with 50 shades of black or brown, because clearly we come in different shades and not all of us look alike. But because you're black, African American male, and you're running down the street minding your own business, you fit the type, I'm coming for you. Because you're maybe light skin, dark skin, really dark skin, in between skin, driving down the street minding your own business, you fit the type, and the type being black, you lose your life. Can't walk down the street, can't drive in your car, you can't even be in your house. Okay, I just want to throw this in here, right? The young lady, I don't remember her name, but the young lady was in her house, and she's my age too. That's sad. That's really sad that one day I could be sitting in my bed, especially a brand new one that I just bought, and lose my life because the police barged into my house looking for somebody they already had in custody and shoot me 8+ times. Excuse me? That is disgusting. Excuse me. That is the most horrific thing I've ever heard in my life. You barged into my house. You did. While I'm sleeping, and you shoot me 8 times looking for somebody you already had in custody. That's ridiculous. I'm literally physically sleeping in my bed, minding my own business in my house. You barged into it and you shoot me because you had somebody you were looking for in custody. That's sad too. And I didn't know how that story went at first, and then I read up on it and I was like, homegirl was out here living her best life. She was popping. She was saving lives, mind you, especially in this pandemic, saving lives, doing what she had to do, being the best EMTMS person that she could be. And she lost her life because the police ran into her house and shot her 8 times because they had the person in custody. Where that makes sense, I don't know because it doesn't make sense. That's why I don't know, because it doesn't make sense. The fact that people are losing their life because of racism is disgusting. The fact that I have to teach my children what to do when they're minding their own business because a cop might come for you is ridiculous. And now, of course, yes, where I live, specifically the state that I live in, our racial crime, like talking about like police and black people and maybe even other racist white people just minding their own business but also trying to mind mine at the same time, it's not as high as other places. So if you're like down south, things like that, oh yeah, I feel really bad. And the fact that I want to move down there, I like want to go down there, but I don't know if I will ever come back, is sad. And it's the reason like why I don't buy a ticket. Like, oh, why don't you come here? Because I'm not trying to die. Is a sad thought. The fact that I have to think about that is really sad. The fact that I have to think about friends who live in these places who are black, who have to mind their own business, as well as think, oh my God, I have to die. Like the stress, the amount of stress that you're putting on a whole race because they can't live their life and be great and be successful and thrive is sad. The fact that you think because I live in a ghetto that I'm just prone to crime. No. There's a lot of great people. A lot of great people. Half of your rappers, half of your actors grew up with nothing, grew up in those ghettos, and they made something out of themselves. That should show you. We're not all bad. Yes, every race has a handful, maybe a lot of people who actually do crimes and do bad things, and they have to live up to that. Yes, we all know. But at the same time, if I'm minding my own business, let me mind my own business. If I'm not hurting anybody, let me mind my own business. If I'm not committing a crime, let me mind my own business. Okay? That's how it goes. If I'm telling you I can't breathe, I literally can't breathe. Get off of me. Like, I don't understand. I just still don't understand where that disconnect comes from. Like, did you not hear me? Did you? Like, I'm yelling up to you. I can't breathe because your knee is on the back of my neck. I can't breathe. And you still have the audacity to keep your knee on the back of my neck to the point where I lose my life. That's sad. This man died two days ago. When I'm filming this, it'll probably be like 3 or 4 days ago when I post this. But 2 days ago, this man died because a police officer obviously was too deaf and should lose his job and obviously go to prison, because he couldn't hear the man say, I can't breathe. Like, he's literally, I just don't understand. Like, that's where I need to log off now, because I'm just gonna keep getting upset because this man is literally telling you I cannot breathe. There's other people sitting around there telling you he can't breathe. Like, get off his neck. And the fact that your coworkers didn't do nothing, and the fact that you would just do that in general, means you're a horrible human being. And then like they're like, another side note, they're like, oh, we need to take them back to training. You don't need to train them on nothing. Their parents should have trained them. And even then, somebody could grow up loving everybody and anybody, no matter what color your skin is, no matter where you came from, no matter your background. If I came from Africa, if I came from Europe, if I came from Canada, if I came from Brazil, it don't matter. I love everybody. And the fact that some people grow up like that, loving everybody, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm an adult and I can do what I want, I have the authority to hate on who I want, is sad. You can feel a certain way. Let me tell you, I'm not going to tell you you can't feel how you want to feel. You don't like black people? By all means, don't. Period. Pooh. I'm not asking you to like me because I'm black. I don't give a damn. Don't like me. If I'm black and you don't like it, mind your own business, though. Keep it moving. Like, don't say nothing to me. How about that? Don't act on your hatred. Just hate me and keep it moving. Period. That's like if it's actually a physical person who you don't like, and you're like, oh, I don't like her. Don't go up to her and slap her in her face. You don't do that. You just mind your own business. That's what you should do. If you don't like Mexican people, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's your mindset, whatever you want to call it, but mind your own business and keep it moving. You don't have to go after them and do stupid stuff and kill them because you don't like them, because that person ain't do nothing to you, period. And that's just facts. That's literally a fact. Like, mind your own business. Mind it. Like, you have a business to mind and it's your own, so mind it. Like, literally go on somewhere with that. Like, I don't understand. If you hate me, you hate me. That's fine. Keep it moving. Don't come over here trying to push my buttons and threaten me and do all this stuff and fight me and then shoot and kill me, or put your knee in the back of my neck, or pull me over for no reason, or what. Don't do that. Like, that's so unnecessary. And the fact that like police officers think, like, not all of them are bad. Trust me, I wanted to be one at one point, and I almost still kind of want to be one, but I'm not. But I still, to this day, like, still, I'm like, I should be a police officer. It's still in my mind, because not all police officers are bad. They're great. They're fine. And if I see one, I'm gonna say hi if I want to. Hey, you looking nice today, sir. Oh, you cute. Oh, you're very friendly. That's fine. Like, I go about my day, and if I want to talk to a police officer and say hey, but I just don't understand, like, in their mindset, like, oh, we need to take them back to training. No, you don't. You just need to you just need to focus more on, oh, is this person gonna go after a red and black person and kill them because they're racist? That's what you need to look at. Sensitivity training is not gonna help. It's really not. Like, I'm pretty sure they went through it, and because you're retraining them, you think it's gonna change. It's not gonna change. It's gonna stay the same. They're gonna be who they are. And it started with their parents, and it started in their life, and it started in their sickened mind. So you should just not hire those people. Yeah, everybody needs a job, but everybody doesn't need that job, because you know why? If you can't do your job correctly, like absolutely correctly, like 100% correctly, to the point where I'm not gonna put my knee in the back of somebody's neck or go shooting random black people 100 times because their tail light is out. Oh, those people don't need a job in the U.S. government, police department, FBI, all of that. Like, it's just really sad. It's just so sad. It's not even at the point, like, it's like sad is gone. It's like so angering, and it's so aggravating that I can wake up every day and hear this black person died because of a racist act. This person died because of a racist act. This person got a knee stuck in their back of the neck because of a racist cop. This girl dies in her house as she's minding her own business because you have somebody in custody and you just decided that, oh, I'm gonna shoot somebody 100 times. It's so aggravating. Like, every day, and it's not every day, but it's like every other day. Every month there's like 5 people who just get tormented and hated on so bad that they lose their life because of a racist act, a racist person, a racist thing. Like, it is 2020. We're going through a pandemic. The fact that, oh, now I can't go outside without wearing a mask and gloves and I have to worry about being sick. Now I have to worry about my dang life. Seriously, it's sad. So at this point, I'm just gonna stop talking. And how annoying this is, and how sad this makes me. Look, I'm tripping at this point. I need to go. How sad this makes me, and it's just so sick that people are really out here like doing stupid stuff. Like, why? I just will never understand why. So if you agree with me, I'm just kidding, I want to say that, but give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you feel. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more videos from me, or even how you feel about this, just a quick little comment on how you feel about this. And make sure you subscribe, and yes, let's keep moving. And for all of my minorities, let's just keep trying to thrive and live in this world that's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like black people basically like run the world, and they're mad about it, in my opinion. And I'm not even fully black. You feel me? But black, we're running the world, and they're mad about it, and they don't like it that we're the Beyoncés, we're the Jay-Z's, we're the Oprahs, we're the Barack Obamas, we're the Kanye West, we're all these people who are amazing, and they hate it because they can't be like us. So they're trying to take us out so they can be popping again. Well, I'm sorry, boo, it's not gonna happen. But yes, give this video a like, subscribe, and comment down below how you feel about this video, or just say something nice, or mind your own business. If you have something negative to say, mind your own business. Again, with the mind your own business, just keep it moving. You don't like it, keep it moving. If you don't, I mean, you can thumbs it down if you want to, but you're still reacting, so it's still helping me in a way. So whatever you feel. But yes, on that note, I'm out because I'm over it.